Vediamo se Kuno sanno chi ha rubato.
Cash, you see him throwing rocks?
Are you kids siblings?
What are you talking?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Non è quello. No.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Deve essere estenuante essere questa persona. Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could these kids be on drugs? This warrants further investigation. This Kuno. About this crime scene, do you kids often play in this yard? Right, Pig, this is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-hoo. Fuck do you want about it? I was wondering about that trash container. They've been wondering about Kuno's shit, Pig. Perhaps might have stashed something more in that container. What's in the greenhouse over there? Hiptas Garner used to work there. People of South Seminese or Arabic descent. Hold on, the gardener used to work there? Yeah, she couldn't handle the heat so she took off. You mean the young woman by whirling in rags, that gardener? Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit. Okay, what was she doing in greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Maybe someone used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting somewhere. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds. I should ask her about that. Sì, è un po' inutile sta roba. Refuse task. The men's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there? Yeah, I couldn't know shit about that. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rag shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price, 500 real. Alright, entertain, what's so great about these pants? Adesso Kuno mi vuole vendere pantaloni. Però sai, so you would say the ladder is unclimbable? Queste opzioni! Don't I have a single normal thing to say? Ah, è tutto così inutile. I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Kuno Pig? Alright. Kuno, is that some kind of gang name? He lays the names out there with pride and precision, like cards on a table. I'm just going to leave. Yeah. Just go. Ho perso un po' di tempo a parlare con Kuno, non avrei dovuto. Devo ascoltare Kitsuragi. Cos'è? Ah sì, adesso Kuno mi vuole vendere pantaloni. Non importa. Sono in questa zona e non sono mai andata prima. Humanox. Horseback Monument. Another man stands in the middle of the traffic island. Who is this? Philip III. The squadron. Ok. No, non voglio parlare con l'enciclopedia, fuck off. Cos'è? Soldi? Physical instrument. Oh mio Dio. Sembra esserci granché di utile. Soldi? Non che ci avviciniamo a 130 real, ma... The small wrinkled woman does not greet you. The pop on amber type from turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you some comfort and a shelter. Maybe she's your grandma. Come on, Inland Empire, every time.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Ok. Se lo dici tu, Kitsuragi. Foreign car kept in good condition. Oh, cosa sta succedendo qua? Ok, sembriamo essere nel posto giusto, più o meno. Sono un po' preoccupata, salviamo. Hey man!
Bastards! We have a right to work!
True. The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is loudest of the lot, and oddly stretchy for a man his size. Okay,
Pull
what's
up and
going
stay
on?
frosty, everyone. Cops are here. Here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Alright. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary and feed their families.
Alright. His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases. Regardless, I have some questions for
Maybe
you.
you should ask them the questions. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Alright.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Okay.
So do we, Scab.
I want to get into the harbor too. Have fun. Union shits are full on strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You think to meet their fat boss? I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here. I know nothing about the murder. His reply is snappy and terse. The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting. Absolutely nothing. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work. It's shameful, cops doing nothing. You should bring a backup, open the gates for us. This isn't really my area of expertise. We're not picking sides in this just yet, sir. Pity. Who are all these strike breakers? Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. He came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want to work, they let those who do want to work. I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership? You think they follow me because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they are given a job to do. Alright? What exactly is your goal here? We were promised work. We'd be in there working if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance? Main gate's locked. He points up to the stairs. Doors locked, the guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny masked punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. What? Head measurer? Huge seminal guy standing up there on the overhead passage won't let anyone by. How bad can one guy be? He's incapable. Bad. Standing on the narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position, and he's trained. I don't know how Union has trained killer up there, but that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Why don't you just talk to them? Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized. Out of place colonial reference here, Mr. Scab Leader. Joe. It would be better if you went home, at least for now. You can get in anyway. No, they will give up eventually, or get drunk, leave the button on guard. Then we charge. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy, asking where he's from. Okay. Where are you from? What's it to you? I thought you looked real familiar for a second there. No, don't think we've met before. I came here to help out the people. Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning and suspicious person, just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid. Already got that. I'm interested in your background. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in our jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling. I know the drill. A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Worker at Territorial. Ring a bell? Yeah, I think I've been there before. Was a long time ago. What is a strike? When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decides to block honest work for other people. That don't seem like a definition to me. What do the strikers want? Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights while we have the right to work. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. Ill-fitting? What does that mean? His shirt is far too small and unpleasantly tight fit. while the overalls held up in a belt seemed to fit a man with much more corpulence. You wearing new clothes? He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to emaciated worker, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Science is the answer, there's something off about, but he won't say what. I'm just going to leave now. Beh, è sicuramente interessante, magari è stato mandato dalla corporazione per far sembrare la gente che sciopera male, insomma, non so come dire. Cos'è questo? The Frit. Ehi, persona.
Welcome to Revachol.
Racist lorry driver si chiama. Oh, the remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to Kim. Alright. Why are you addressing my partner like this?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island amid every school of thought and government has failed in the city. But I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him,
It's
Kim.
men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is fixation on the Revacolian nation makes it harder for Revacol to actually attain self-determination. Alright. Io do ragione a Kim.
Oh, come
Così
on,
mi piace.
man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Sure, dude.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Your partner needs backup, now it's your moment to shine. No, questa. No, nah, moving on. Now that's settled, we have a couple of
Whatever
questions.
you say, officers.
You could ask him how to show you the soles of his boots. It definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching. Maybe he was present. Let me see the soles of your boots. Been admiring the stompers again. Sure thing, check him out. On the bottom of the men's boot you see an intricate tangle of threads with no immediately discernible patterns. What's up with your soles? It's Revacol. Where did you get boots like that? Custom made. But why? For when the invasion comes, the last thing they see before the lights out is illustrious Revacol. What is this invasion anyway? Sounds like more immigrant bashing. Hey man, you know, there are all sorts of invasions. I thought we could rely on the cops. We're in this together whether you realize it or not. Ok, what are you howling? Not much anymore. Stiamo parlando di razzismo. Rhetoric. Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on easily observed attributes, hunches, and pseudoscience. Thanks, rhetoric. Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe, when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. Yeah. What's the problem with that then? The problem, the damn kids are showing a real good game lately, same with the mosquitoes. What? And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. Cultural victory? What is this then? What is cultural victory? It's what the kids of bougie streets are going for, right under their noses. Dominating culture how to plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. You might end up a new sub-race with unknown characteristics leading to extra competition. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Don't push your luck, runt. Alright. Perché non mi ha dato un inexplicable anti-racist agenda? Ehi, magari ci sono soldi in questa cosa. Magnesium. Frit. How idiomatic. No, non voglio andare nel frit. Parliamo con questo. Dobbiamo andare a chiedere aiuto per tirare giù il corpo.
Scab?
Uh-huh. You're hazy in the notion of a scab. It smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation. Body still hanging in the tree? Aye, that's a rough pickle, can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. Does this mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. It's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way? That simple? Just walk in? Aye, walk right past the measurehead and go in. Past measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminole supremacist there. Oh my god. Walk right past him. Right. Then press the button to unlock the door. Uh-huh. Then go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. Esta! So you're saying it's actually quite difficult. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert his Seminole supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Has any of the scabs tried converting in his worldview? Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven over-heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Got it. Another thing. Sure. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. We place a coin towards you. And eye coordination. Fuck! The coin already slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw it like that. Was not meant to as provocation of ridicule. Lieutenant Kitsuragi picks up the coin and hands it to you. Good man, Kitsuragi. Appreciated. I almost had an heart attack. True, everything that happens makes I almost have an heart attack. Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We have come to Martinez investigating a murder. Murder, huh? It's almost impossible. I'm almost sure I'll never get it solved. Probably not. Or even know where to start with that. What's the strike about anyway? You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will glad to tell you. You have to ask him first. He's a chatty guy who wants to talk about the strike. Returns once you've met the union boss and you're on a better footing with the organization. Ok, nice talk. I gotta get moving. Non ho letto questo, ma vabbè, non importa. Aspetta che mi tolgo questi splendidi guanti. No, scusa, non me li tengo, mi danno stat. Scherzo di collo. In questo caso say press button. Hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. There's no lockpick in your door, pick in this one. Okay. Measure head makes all the same. Okay. Here we go. Here we go with the measure head. Mr. Measurehead.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Okay.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Ok. Don't say anything. Size him up first. Ok. Mi fido ciecamente di Authority.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Uh-huh.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this axial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Okay. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precise. the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
Ok.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic. I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another thing. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is reign.
Okay. Show him the ham still got it. Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there. See. That fat racist over there. You just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blood is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Sure, dude.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Per fortuna di quella race theory, dude.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Rude.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a bottle right behind me, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his appearance inside are more cooperative. You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get the corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
No.
Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pull
Boogie Street.
When you are gone, we will build a museum.
I don't want that.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul. Your beloved.
Come on.
Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art, and your necrophallic skulls.
Alright. There might be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize measurehead race theory. He will take you as one of his own. What? Wouldn't that mean I have to become a feminist supremacist myself? Well, yes. Why don't you want to be a feminist supremacist? So what if you're not feminist? You can be anything. Oh no. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. He turns his eye towards the harbor, seeming bored with you. There must be some friction here. He's keeping it well hidden, however. Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Okay. Also, to serve its noble, it takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It's lax and moronic. I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Communism is pretty cool. Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to our race descent. Everything around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture, rock and roll music? I've gotten it from disco, actually. Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is shame upon my race, but what is done is done. Dude, I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. Okay, I'll ask, who are the Seminoles? The South Island race, haplogroup. Okay, we are the rightful master of the Insulidian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of the ancient. Ok, mi dispiace tanto aver chiesto. We are the future, that is all you need to know. So you're born and raised on the island before you move to Revacol. I am a descendant. The narrow street of Olumbur are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Isle de Phantom, waiting on Immaculate Conception from the Pale. Okay. So you did not come from the islands? No, I have heard about it on the radio. So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Revacol. I'm from Coron, and no, it is not just Revacol. This city is central to the Seminole strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our physical getting the dead body from the tea. Kim, what do you think about this? I think this race is better than the last, but the next race will be the really good one. That will be our lucky races. He will grant us 3 wishes. Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an identical zygomatic bone. The lieutenant does not flinch. You should keep him close. The congenital defect for sightedness does not render... È così difficile leggere le cose tutte in stampatello. Does not render him a complete invalid. He still has to use his mind. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. What? I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenological grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. The drawing are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing aware, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller. Are you sure? I mean, that jaw is clearly an atavistic stigmata. That atavistic stigmata makes buses say yes plenty. Babe, thanks, but I got this. What? No, voglio continuare quella discussione. Your earlobes are too big. The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everybody knows this. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? You exhibit forward projection of jaw indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple on your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. What else? It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of an al ghul. From what remains of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude, you are not a police officer, you are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Sea, Clef, okay, non so, and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of UBI. What? Interesting, so one of my ancestors was Sur-la-Clef and the other Vesper? The social inheritance is uninteresting. Okay, posso...
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Io vedo solo la possibilità di internalizzare la sua...
Yes.
La sua ideologia. Però è un po', come dire, estremo. E sono sicura inoltre che ci si metterebbe un po'. Magari il nostro amico ha qualcosa da suggerire. The Measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow? Sorry, busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll have figure something out. You guys have a sort of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, maybe you could even know. Okay. Arcane and technical air support. I'm pretty sure we don't, at least not all of those things. I get it, hush about the secret technology. Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Genlack there. Okay. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory as being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise, basically grovel, that's how I'd do it. You're welcome. Maybe that would work? Sì, ho capito. Va bene, vado a internalizzare il suo razzismo. Forse non serve, forse lo posso solo internalizzare all'inizio e dopo...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Ask what kind of races are there first. Classification is Cortistas. Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there. Do you? It's for the thing, not... The lieutenant looks towards the harbor electronic door and then to you. He lets down an audible sigh. You're obviously a liberal zeolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile C, race cauldron of pedantries. Of pederasty. Scusa. Which one do you need education on? Type B. Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. They are mud-colored people. Okay. The Kojako Grad, Yugoslavs, etc. are what you would call white officer in a suspect description. Mud-colored? To an untrained eye, the Kojo appear white and pinkish. They are of indistinct muddy color, so their skin unhealthy, sweaty and ashen. Okay. You don't... What? And the Vacoliers you mentioned? Revacolians, halfway between Tape I and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried to degenerate Little Revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000 year history on this planet. Is 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea what is happening, but seems a little off. The revolution... What was this revolution? The revolution came to Revacol from Grad. A Zarat-ridden potato cart. It's literally an illness. A prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes, a sort sponge-like mass of dementia, soft hallucination and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Kyoko to the Occidentals, but not sexually, probable through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of type E mediocrity, satisfied with the outcome. The vile CF race cauldron of pederasty, please. You need to know both types A and type B to understand the context for the reckless genetic abandonment in the philo cauldron. Yeah. Those are the Seminoles. Type A. Those are the Seminoles. They are Reopagite, the Occidentals, excluding the Mon, of course. The Mon are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Mon on a reprehensible state paradise, and Mount City lies Stadskanal and Vredefort wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. Okay. Who are Type A then, in your view? The Vespertines and Messinians of Vesper Messina. Messina. The ancient meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Sighting Sea. Pisante, questo sto tentando di leggerlo perché è troppo difficile da fare. Pisante Sea, the Surens of the Sula Clef, and even the Norconistiniers. Non so. All of type race propensities. Who? The other large mondial civilization, the Mask, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. Okay. Overproduction of sebum. Okay. And who are the Seminoles and autophages in this? As proven by the Mon and the Mask, occidental type is in retrograde. The Seminoles and the autophages are on this ascent. What the difference between Seminoles and autophages? Continue receiving wisdom. The autophages are sleek, long-headed. The Seminoles are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immortal progenitor, unchanged since the Super-Isla Pericarnassus. Ancient's brain rests in their slender skulls. He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semino-Areophagate... non so. Or Semiophagist superternans that is all. There are no more type A races in the world. Whew. Nature was not capable of more. Okay, please tell me about the cauldron of pederasty. Type CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladapters. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Yes. Chimeric experiments? Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of mask woman and a Seminese man, only possible if the mother is mask and the father Seminese. Sì, l'avevo capito dalla prima frase. The other way around, they fail to reproduce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like donkey. All they have left is to riddle customized motor carriage with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. Seems unlikely that you humans will produce genetically sterile offspring. Oh, really, logic? Any more? Then there is the Semenokogic Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know? The Semenokogic Chimera is not an aesthetic site. Yes. The Kojiko, you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminoles with a Kojiko to produce a superior worker of the Seminole strength and grad servility. This will never happen. The Seminoles and the Kojiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. Mosquito. No Seminole man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of Kyoko Moman. Kojka. Non riesco a pronunciarlo. But enough, it is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of type CF. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education of? No, we've been through all types. Do I understand advanced race theory? You understand nothing. You solved the great race enigma. You have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. How do I word the mystery? You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity that does not come instantly. Okay. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. Ok, finalmente posso internalizzare Advanced Race Theory, 1 ora e 40 minuti. Boh, non è tantissimo. What is the Race Enigma? Cosa mi dà Race Theory? -1 drama? Come on. Ok, quindi torniamo fra 1 ora e 40 quando avrò internalizzato questa bellissima Race Theory. Intanto esploro un po'. Cosa dice qui? GRIH, The Greater Grevacol Industrial Harbor. Magari questo tizio ha qualcosa di nuovo da dirmi. You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say really big race theories guarding a button? No, before you get there and get your ass whooped. Might have some advice, but you got at least try to fight. No, ormai sto internalizzando il razzismo, non ho voglia di... Ehi, cos'è questo? Correre, uomo, correre! Grad factory and magnets and miracles U49. Look in the window. The windows are clear, but they've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, and insignia. Proclamation about honor, strength, and purity. What about the back seat? The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. A book. Racist nationalist paraphernalia. He gets his teeth, not usually in this part of town. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy? Likely yes. This guy is proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine. Chissà, magari il nostro razzista ha un suggerimento.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh?
No. Non ha nessun suggerimento. Fritte. Cosa c'è qui dentro? Yellow roses, dozens of them. The tire machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle, 10 cents. What is this machine? Oh, that's the tire machine. Yes, but what is it? It's a machine for tear, you know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, and it gives you money. I see. How do I pick up tear for the tear machine? You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere. Over the rainbow. Ok, quindi è un modo per fare soldi, molto bene. Ok, what's that? What is that? What? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's for real. Okay. I don't want to buy any fucking thing because I have zero
Welcome
money.
to Fripp. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading? What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
Yes.
This is Pop Stars. It's got like famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it has something called Police de la Mode. Featured on page 34. This speaks to you. I approve of this very futuristic tap on the girls kissing. Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
So who is the most stylish there? It can be anyone from
Anita.
here.
She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Thanks. Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Do you know the man who died? Not really. Does it mean you knew him a little? No, I didn't know him at all. What do you think happened? I don't know. No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay? Okay. How long has it been there? I don't know, really long? Thanks for your help. Ok, non è stato molto utile interrogarla, però se si fa quel che si può. Small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays and blisters pack. Okay. The logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm. What? Oh. Ok. Posso prendere cose? Mi danno vita? Oh. Cioè, posso pagare? No, e prendere cose. Io 2,85 €? Who is Saint Baptiste? You know the pharmaceuticals company? Yeah. She's right. Saint Baptiste the company drives the name of Saint Baptiste the city. Ok. Boh, vabbè. Comunque è interessante che abbiamo trovato che questa roba puoi vendere cose, sicuramente. Mi piace il fatto che mi abbiano dato tempo di internalizzare quella roba, così ho tempo di esplorare un po'. Short on money, equip a plastic bag, collect boxes and sell them at the freight. Se solo avessi una cosa di plastica, potrei andare a cercare quella.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
Care to spare some change for a working stiff? No, I ain't got any money. Cosa c'è per di qua? Non sono andata. Un albero? Magari se esploro trovo una borsa di plastica o qualcosa. Oh. Nosafilm. Un altro trash can. Aspetta un attimo. Magari qua c'è una bottiglia di plastica. Fingerless gloves. Ok. Roy Pawn Shop, Fast Cash or Faster Times. Vediamo se mi possono prestare dei soldi. Sono sicuro che non sia una buona idea, ma cosa devo farci? Posso vendergli robe? Ok, welcome to the pawn shop. Forse...
often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop.
Magari hanno venduto a questo tipo il mio badge.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop. Okay, he's a weirdo then. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selection are more tasteful than others.
It keeps me entertained.
Okay, he's not impressed with my snobbery. He's really high, and if yes, then what is he on? È rosso, no? No, it's a white check. Okay, he's definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things beside, but you can't cut through the jumble sensation to get the answer. Looking at his work, talking to him, that might give you more clues. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the one carried by cops? Someone else came in here earlier asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back. Oh shit! This is a pawn shop and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh god. Uh-oh, the lieutenant shifts from one feet to another, alert. Was the buyer a policeman too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Right, so let me get this right. The lieutenant turns to you. You sold your sidearm issued by citizen militia, and now a civilian is running around the street of Martinez with it. Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands. He looks around, worried. Any idea where I can find this buyer? My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went. A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. You might be able to aid our investigation. I doubt it, but I can try to answer any questions you might have. You know anything about the recent hanging? I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery, bad for business. He doesn't know anything. Think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree? The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort to myself. Ask around the harbor, there might be some workers there be willing to help. Actually, that's all I've got. There's something I'd like to sell. Let me have a look. I'll check my pockets. Ho la penna, l'handkerchief, e basta. Don't have anything to sell at the moment. Ok, boh. Però non abbiamo chiesto del badge, non so bene perché. Typical Martinez street light sits among assorted floor and table lamps. I don't care about these. Cosa? Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. What is this? A headless man riding a horse? Oh, that's the headless fun rider. Who? It's an urban legend about a man who rides the street of Revacol, sporting a fun black tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it or something. He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head? Ok. Comunque un altro posto in cui vendere roba. In questo gioco di solito mi è sempre molto fastidioso quando in vari posti puoi vendere cose diverse, ma in questo gioco mi viene molto naturale. C'è una persona qua. Waterlock control panel. A couple indicator lights are missing from this control panel. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning into a bridge that lets you cross the canal, but there's crashed summoner and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. Okay, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to the original position. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? Okay, you're right. Non l'ho letto. Good day to you, officers! A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down in the canal between them. First thing first, what are you doing here, man of the waterlock? My friend Barry the butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami. From the corner of your eye you see a man in yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. Seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami. Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you? You know what caused this wreckage? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like they're tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of Daredevil's drivers in Revacol. The word a daredevil driver sounds ominous to you. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Do you know what's further down the coast? Well, there's a fishing village, an abandoned fish market with zero church, not much used to the congregation though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Can I have some of that salami? Sure thing. Want some too, officer? Why not? He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Ok. Right, bye. Good job. Andiamo a fare qualcos'altro nella nostra vita. Quindi, questo è un altro vicolo cieco. Che boh, me l'aspettavo. Oh, qua c'è gente. Pipeline company controls the drawbridge. Quanto manca l'internalizzazione di... Qui siamo quasi a metà. Parliamo. No, aspetta, prima vediamo. Box of sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Yeah, no, leave for now. I don't have money to buy shit, dude.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off. Save the economy? What are you talking about? Haven't you heard, officers? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation, don't buy new things, buy eco. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Look around, officer, you see all these premium goods just sitting there not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? You're right, we got to save mother economy. That's the spirit. We've got all to do our part. Our part is open the box and buy some clothes. No. Vediamo se hai qualcosa da dire oltre a vendermi qualcosa. You see a Samaran street vendor. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sealang is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool.
Era ovvio che... I'm not cool.
What? No. I can't believe you said that. You got a personal style. You know what you like.
Nah.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Ok, basta, per favore. Don't be distracted by the flattering funny man act. Questions. Persuading to give him some money. Please. Please, rhetoric. You're 6. Rhetoric! Come on! No need to dress it up, just tell him what you want. I want your money now. Ah, okay. But why, officer? I don't know, it was just the only thing I could kind of put in my head. I need to get money somehow. Ah yes, money is very important. Are you trying to ask for a bribe? He saw you're not doing a very good job. Put skill points into rhetoric to open his white lock. Now say the rhetoric, dude. Say. Where are you from, Sealang? Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm a business now. Oh, Revocal. This man probably comes from Seagay, something known as the Apricot Suzerainty. Okay, encyclopedia. You're from Apricot Suzerainty, right? Calls to mind an era where the Seagay archipelago was colonized by Revocal. It's a bit of a slur, in other words. Don't fret, let him answer. That's right, officer, but it's a bad scene for business there. Too many regulations, extremely bad for an independent local entrepreneur. Hey, why not support this local entrepreneur? You can start by buying a pair of sexy pants or cool sunglasses. I'll look around, thanks. Cos'è? Ah, sto internalizzando qualcosa. Ah, Lonesome Way Home. Nice. Here we go, home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the bougie street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district, then past the video rental, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? Where's the dealer? You have to get to work. That's all you have now. Okay, learning cap or possession raised to 5. Speed gives 1 sight. Sure, dude. Un po' difficile da capire cosa voglia dire speed mi dà 1 di sai, però forse tipo se mando avanti, se metto un... non c'è, reaction speed. Io ho un punto su rhetoric, vedi? Ne ho 6, ne ho... no, in realtà ce ne ho 1. Ne posso mettere 6? No. Cosa? Non importa, potrei chiedere soldi a questi qua. E mister...
Oh, I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's the little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Oh, hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man? Let me think. Heard someone who was hanged and left on a tree for a week, but that's all I know, really. Come on, you must have heard something. No, officers, I really would like to assist. You're both good guys, I can see that. Then help them, you wimp. Haha, you're a plenty of shoulder without ghost going to, you know, someone must know something. He means caviar socialist. Huh, of course. I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and I don't gossip. Everybody knows and respects that. Odd, doesn't seem to be lying. There's something off here. Sounds like a bit like you're holding back. I'm not, he assures him. I'm not even in anyone. Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't even speak properly. Alright. Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? It's okay, Rune. I'm not anyone important in the union. I just know Evrat. Who is this Evrat, you know? Evrat Clare. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium. What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later when it had already moved on. You don't know history. The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue. Let's try not to get caught in the crossfire. This we have riddled with bullet hole. We live riddled with bullet hole. This animosity is ancient. Can you help me get inside the arbor? No, I'm sorry, officers. I don't even have a keycard. Everett usually sends someone to get me when he wants to talk. Bye for now. Provo a chiedere a questo uomo dei soldi allora.
Vigilance, officer! What can this old carabinier do for you?
I saw the statue of Philip III near the roundabout. Ah, yes. Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold. A superpowered, feared and respected, a testament to what his country can be under the leadership of a true king, someone who knows how to rule. Sure, dude. How should a true king rule? Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and the weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself. A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it has such madness to try to... Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened. The carabinier doesn't reply, but... Carabinier? Well, he doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He's rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him. What was that about cocaine? Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple-nosed candy the nobility loved so much, a cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His eccentricity is borderline legendary. You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How can you phantom the responsibility waiting on the shoulder of a ruler? That's why Philippine kings used cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Sure, dude. Of course, clarity of vision, awareness. Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court messages, blah blah blah. It's well known that with the help of cocaine, he was able to connect with the higher realms. Higher realms? Of course, it all makes sense. He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he? What was that about higher realms? Sounds interesting. It's really not. He turns to René. Please do spare us the cocaine fairy tales. Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past. Too bad, dude. You seem to be playing in a crater. Yes, the terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Was there an earthquake here? No, it was left by heavy artillery fire. Oh, but why? Why was heavy artillery used? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. Okay. What are the communards again? Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists. Call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Did you use artillery fire against them? Sadly, no. Should have fought dirty. God bless him, but it's a papa. Why shell them here in Martinez? Because if this place is the damn beachhead, had to soften the commies up first. The beachhead? Yes, the military coordinating amphibious landing to take back Revocol. Amphibious? Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds. Shake your head and look down at the crater. This here is blood ground. You got René going here like he isn't angry enough already. That explains all the war damage. Oh, mi ha chiesto cosa penso, però ho skippato tutte le dialoghi prima. Think you may have opinions on the things. Present one. Ok, I have an opinion. Non ho davvero un'opzione che mi piaccia. Non mi ricordo cos'è la coalition. The coalition seems quite capable, actually. They're not, and I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas burning down Papa, I would have preferred if their right honorable king had risen from the grave and led us. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happens, when we took our land against the filth and rode the cavalry straight to our gunfire. Composure legendary. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Beh, non è stato molto utile neanche questo. If only I had a fucking bug, am I right? And a bug! Oh yeah! L'ho trovato, Aspetta, dammi questo. Che bello! Please, give me bottles. I am desperate. Oh, soldi. Niente, lascia così tanti soldi in giro. Qua c'è una persona ubriaca, cosa mi dice? Altre bottiglie. Ce ne sono così tante. Non so quante bottiglie posso mettere in questa cosa di plastica. Però lo sto facendo per il mio bene. In realtà lo sto facendo per dare i soldi a Garth, ma Fa un po' quello che si può. Tanto vado a dargli queste. Oh guarda, ce n'è una proprio qua fuori che nessuno si è preso la briga di prendere e portare dentro. Oddio, spero che non bene anche le bottiglie di vetro. Senti your bottles. 1,40 €. Posso interagire con... instant pot of tattoos. What? An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hangman. It still kind of looks like a map of the star in the night sky, but something's not right. What's the meaning of this tattoo? For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you. Ooh, who are you? Go on, put the photo away. Ehi, il mio amico lì degli altri ragazzi, dei due ragazzi con cui ho appena parlato, sa storia. Uno di quelli non cioè quello non pazzo ed è fascista, l'altro. Ehi amico, could you help me please? No, aspetta, cos'è questa cosa ogni volta? Spirit chirps and chicks. Ok, così.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I aid the citizens, militia, on this fine day?
Uh-huh. What are the little things you do for Everard? Writing work mostly. What kind of things do you write for him? Nothing official. Long talks. Are you a caviar socialist? The old man starts laughing. I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer. Wait, how can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political? I have a vivid imagination, and like I said, I have a way with words. You just fluff it up. First, don't sink into anything, don't sink into any fight, only sink into your coach. You must believe in something. I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want, even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable. Oddio. Forse lui? Non sono una grande fan di lui.
Vigilance, officer! What can this old car...
Ok. Perché non mi lascia? I can try to convince him to give me a bite of his sandwich. Ma scusa, mi ha detto lui che... sapeva di storia, non è colpa mia. Perché non mi vuole parlare?
Vigilance, officer!
Sono molto confusa. Perché non mi lascia leggere, cioè chiedergli della storia? E tu, persona morente, come va? Ok. Ehi, cazzuraggi, cosa guardi? Guarda il mare. Carino. Cazzuraggi? Devi venire da me però. Che sta venendo. Ehi, ma questo? Posso parlare a queste cose? Perché non ho fatto questa cosa? You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Why am I looking at this? Cop habit, you look at everything. Isn't case related, you think? Reconstruct the movement. Failure. What kind of vehicle drove through here? Hard to say. Forse c'è ancora qualcos'altro qui dentro. Non posso accedere a questa parte. Posso interagire con la mag che ho appena preso dalle scovazze? It's just a racist mag, but there is to read where, not much. It's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at that content. Oh boy, here we go. Sono tutte molto belle. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it an example for what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find, telling them, this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? I'm going to push this in the face of every merchant. So you do get to the trash, but why? Good fucking question, dude. Questo cosa... Oh, attenzione, attenzione! Tan-tanana. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is to verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newfound insights. Learning cap for the rhetoric raised to 5. Ce l'avevo a 6. Conceptualization. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. Nice. Cos'è questa? Hey, psst. Who, me? Yes, you. Word on the streets is that you're ready to start building communism again. Again? Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet, but neither has love. Should we stop building love too? Can't argue with that. So what about all that communism you promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from a 1,000-year slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than attempted before. Is that true? How come there's word on the street? You keep saying things like down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all the people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political belief, that kind of stuff. Yeah, alright, that sounds like me. Funky styles, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down to it? Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. Opt in. Oh yeah, I get firing squads and the animal wagons ready. What firing squads? You didn't say anything about those. Too late to back up now. You can make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs. Roll your sleep and further in the pristine air. Dun dun dun. Mazzovian socio-economics. Oh no, meno 2 visual calculus. Oh no, posso solo internalizzare 3. Oh no. Fuck. Internalizzeremo il comunismo più avanti. C'è una persona in piedi su questo camion adesso, c'era anche prima. Beh, adesso ho internalizzato questa ideologia finalmente. Salve, Major Head.
The unpromising race pupil return.
I think I know what the race enigma is. Ok, attenzione. Leggiamo con attenzione. It's shit. Ok, non questa, se no non mi lascerà mai entrare. Paradoxically, you plan to supersede their citizens with their own race theory. Mi convince. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. Ok, mi piace per il comunismo, ma it's just something you shock people with, liberal and progressive people. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a free association language exercise, degenerate, race hero. I don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop drinking the instant illimitable mind poison al ghoul. Ok, questo magari lo convince. This dump is ready to be superseded by the Areopagite superstate. I can serve as a clerk in your administration. Maybe you need a cop. Ok, mi piacciono entrambe le ultime due. Ovviamente non sono quello che vorrei dire, ma facciamo questa. Everyone can see that. It has little to do with the race enigma. Fuck. Baby, don't be mean. Give him another chance. Okay, I don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop drinking the instant illimitable mind poison al ghoul. Fascinating. The Revacolian degenerate shows signs of racial self-reflection. How did you accomplish this little feat? I imagined a woman laughing at me beneath her pity, terrible and beautiful. So it will seem, thrall of ghoul, I find myself at a crossroads. One hand, this pathetic self-therapy has little to do with the great mystery of the living organism, the race enigma. And, of course, you will not be able to free yourself from the yoke of ghoul. It is too late. It may be lethal to stop at this point, but still. Your willpower fires up, directing you to speak. If the Ravacolian degenerate is capable of critical thought, he may still prove a race adversary. Why should help my adversary? Jean baby, do the heroic thing. First of all, I will stop drinking. That is not possible. The game of Shamat, you play against... Io pronuncio cose a caso. You play against the ghoul. Tricks is unwinnable. The days, the weeks, the month will wear you out. The Occidental haplogroup is incapable of long-term lucid thought. You're wrong, I'll do it, I'm quitting. Wasteland of reality. Oh, you will not. You cannot withstand the wasteland of reality. Super hard, Jean. My man couldn't do it either. Now open the doors. I need to talk to Everett about getting that body down. Very well, you may enter once. He points the emergency button with his fist. Our conversation here has concluded. Well done. Let's go. Ci sono messo 60 ore. Quindi sto pulsante cos'è? Posso... Ah, non posso andare qua. Posso... intende di qua, forse. Sì. Beh, dai, ce l'abbiamo fatta! Siamo solo dovuti diventare razzisti molto intensamente.